Welcome back to the regular podcast. Today we're gonna be getting into our She-Hulk review. This is a little bit late, but let's just go ahead and get into it.
Man,
So, what did y'all
She-Hulk
think
Attorney at Law,
about She-Hulk Attorney at Mid?
bruh. Y'all
That
think it was
was
mid?
mid.
Oh, I mean, dude, I
Honestly,
have
this
faith
show,
for this show.
I had faith because of one reason, and you already know the reason. But besides that, I'm just deeply disappointed in how mediocre this
Nah, the
was.
one
I mean,
episode that made that show mid was the finale and the whatever the retreat. Like
The
the
I
retreat
finale,
think
episode?
the
the
whole show was
the
mid.
finale. The show wasn't even mid. Like it was funny. I was loving it at first, but that finale is just like it's just once again like what was the point?
I mean, yeah, it was like, bro,
Like it
they
was
knew that
good.
they
I'm
had a
glad
wanted
they made it.
finale.
There's a lot
they
of stuff I
wanted to
like, but it was just
try
like they
to,
tried too hard to make her like a Deadpool-esque character.
and they
Well,
they
hold
they
on
tried
now.
too hard to
Not even a
appease to
Deadpool-esque character.
the
It was just
general
like
audience.
it's like they tried to go too meta.
You can
Like
tell that the writer stays on Twitter all day. You can really
Oh,
tell.
it kind
okay,
of
now
seemed like they went too self-aware.
in defense of She-Hulk, okay, She-Hulk came out first before Daredevil. I mean, not Daredevil, Deadpool. She-Hulk was breaking the fourth wall before Deadpool ever did. We
Okay,
only
and
say that she's trying to be like a
okay, and
Deadpool-like character because the Deadpool movie came out first.
okay, and
I don't believe that that's a fair enough criticism because she did the fourth wall breaking, the irreverent humor, all of that was She-Hulk first.
okay, but
My
that's
main
like all
issue
in the
is the
past.
show is not funny. The show just isn't funny.
Right, the
I
show
didn't find
tried
anything
too
hilarious about
hard
this
with the
show.
fourth wall breaking
How do
This
you
show,
try too hard? That's the same
because
thing that
it's lampshading.
Deadpool
It
did.
was just lampshading. That whole final episode was just lampshading. Like, yeah, it was like with her busting into the writer room to rewrite the finale. That was cool. That was cool. But like in the end, you still got to give us something. Like the way
Yeah, but you
She-Hulk
can't blame.
ended, I was just not satisfied.
But I don't think that you can blame that on they just tried too hard with
That's
She-Hulk
what it
breaking the
feels
fourth
like to
wall.
me.
You can blame
Throughout the
that
whole
on the
episode,
writing.
it
You
feels like they
you
tried
can
too
blame that on.
hard, especially with all the fourth wall breaks, with the her talking to the narrator. It just didn't land with me, and it felt like they were trying too hard.
I
It
felt
was
like
cool
those
in
Bruh.
the
were fine.
beginning, but as the show went
Just the
on, I
final
just like
episode.
it just
The
kind of felt
final
like an old
episode is
record.
what completely ruined it. All of the other times she did it, I think it was fine. But after every episode of She-Hulk, other than the Daredevil episode, I didn't feel like I used my time wisely by watching it. It was just a waste of time, to be honest. This show was not good. Like it's just not good.
Bruh.
That's all there is
Bruh.
to it. There may be good aspects of it,
I
but
swear to God,
overall,
if we go back to
it's
one of
just
these
not that
videos,
good.
I predicted that he would say this. There's got to be
And
some
even
clip
though
somewhere.
and no D ride, even though the
Literally
Daredevil
just
episode was
D-wrote
the
in your
best,
first sentence.
thi-
The
this
only
is
episode
still
besides the
this
one
is
with
still
Daredevil.
one of the worst. This is still one of the worst Disney Plus shows, in my opinion.
Bruh.
Overall, it is
Okay.
horrible.
Bruh.
Like I'm just so sad at this point. Like it's not even worth getting mad about.
The
To be honest,
DR
I
is
should have known this.
crazy.
I mean, it is the only show to do the sitcom format like WandaVision did. I think WandaVision did it a lot better. But it's just the fact that, bro, they promoted this show as a legal comedy, and for most part, the comedy just didn't land. The funniest joke was in episode
Trying
3 with
too
her Megan
hard.
Thee Stallion. And then you gotta go to the legal part of it. There was barely any legal part. Like the legal parts of it was the most interesting parts for me because it's like, okay, I wanted to see that. That's what you promoted the
Episode.
show as. And when you gave that to me, okay, that's good. They gave me other stuff. I was like, well, I don't really care. I
Yeah, but
really
like
care
it's
about
called
it.
Attorney at Law, but barely has any court scenes at all. Like it makes no sense.
But the
Like,
show was
What's the
just
point
filler.
of calling
The
it
show was
Attorney
just
at Law?
filler. Let's
Actually,
be real. The show was
I
filler.
rewatched the show.
It's filler to lead us up to something I don't care about at all. I don't care about Hulk's son. He looks like an idiot. He looks stupid.
Bruh.
Dang, y'all got
I
something in
don't care.
common then.
Oh, we do?
I mean, I watched the whole show leading up to the finale, and in every episode there was a legal scene, there was a courtroom scene in almost every episode, but it wasn't She-Hulk doing the lawyering. Like she barely was a lawyer or an attorney at law. Like she barely did anything in the courtroom. after episode 4. So it's like, dude,
The main problem I
I
have
don't
with the show is
understand.
that, like, while trying to set it up as a legal comedy, in the background there was that kind of that whole plot going on with the people stealing her blood, which
Oh, the
actually
Hulk
happened.
King.
Like, it did
Oh my
happen,
god.
but like in the finale, I get what they were trying to do. Like, they were trying to like poke fun at like how the whole Marvel Studios works. But I feel you still have to give us a sound resolution to the things you set up in the show
Yeah.
before you did the whole she's rewriting it joke.
Yeah,
Like
that was so.
the way she came back from the ride room and then
God, that
just
was dumb.
Todd's already in handcuffs and she's just like,
Yeah.
I'll see you in like it gave like, so you're not about to like it, but that gave me like very Steven Universe vibes, bruh. Like, I don't even know, like, it just reminded me of some L Steven Universe vibes. Like, I get what they were trying to do, like they were trying to make the whole joke, it was funny, but like when you watch it, like, it's funny the first time around. The first time you see
Yeah.
it, that's when it's funny. But then when you go back,
Like, cause
it's
it's interesting. Like, it's kind of clever a little
but they
bit.
could have turned that
But
like into Red Hulk or whatever.
and
Like,
and I
it
I
was
guess
just
that was the joke. The joke was, oh my gosh, she changed the finale because the finale sucked. But really, all you
that's
did
just
was
lampshading.
lead us in. You wrote a whole story about the Hulk King plot for 8 episodes,
Knowing
and
that
then in
it
the
sucked.
finale, you knew that it sucked. You knew that your own finale sucked, and then you just made a joke about, oh yeah, well it sucks. Let's have She-Hulk rewrite it. It's like, bro, you
Honest,
didn't
I
even
You still
try.
need to
I
rewrite
would
it
have
into a
way
good
preferred.
finale.
I would have way preferred if they
Like,
just didn't
Abomination
do the
gets back,
rewrite
gets
at
sent back
all.
into prison. Okay, so that plot
Oh
line
my
went
god.
nowhere.
Yep.
Daredevil shows up and goes to a family dinner. Cool, went nowhere.
Yep. He's acting
The
like
whole
he could see.
Hulk King thing, he's in jail. Okay, that went nowhere. So where are we compared to where we left off? Jen and Matt Murdock are what, a superhero couple now.
The original ending was legit better.
Abominations and
It was better.
what? Kamar-Taj.
I mean, big CGI fight with 3 Hulks, actually 4 Hulks.
It was like at face value, it was mid because it's just the same Marvel stuff. But I would have way preferred it anyways than what we got
I like the
because
whole
it just
her
completely
breaking into Marvel Studios
wasted my
thing.
time.
Like,
Yeah,
her
that
breaking
was
into Marvel,
cool.
that was really cool. But like, I feel like coming out of that, we still should have got a good finale.
No, it's just because they led
Oh
up to a
my God.
finale that they knew that sucked, so they just
And it
wrote an
makes you wonder,
excuse
did
like,
they write
"Oh well,
this whole
let's change
show
it."
around the finale, or did they write the whole show, realize, crap, we don't have the budget, and then let's do something different?
Oh, that makes sense. They wrote the finale first, was like, okay, now we gotta actually have a story. Like, that was their first. Actually, that was the pitch for the show. The pitch for the show was that She-Hulk broke into Marvel Studios, had a conversation with Kevin Feige to change something about her show, and then they just wrote a show about that.
Yeah.
That's my main issue. The comedy sucked and the writing sucked. They
Up
just
until the
didn't
finale,
know
everything
how to
was
write
good.
jokes.
Everything was good. But like, this did like,
I
why
was
did this
fine
have to
because
be like
I had fun.
a 9 episode like mini? Like, this kind of seems like something that would come on like every week, and you just kind of watch it. It's just like, what is She-Hulk
Well,
doing
that's
this
what it
week?
was.
But not
But
like.
then again, it
Okay.
wasn't. I don't. They never promoted it as the next big Marvel Studios project. They just promoted it as the legal comedy in the MCU.
And
I only saw this as a
legal
fun.
comedy.
It wasn't funny. They had legal stuff in every episode, but it wasn't She-Hulk in the courtroom. I would just say that I had more fun just watching it week to week because I really enjoyed the characters.
But
all
near
the characters
last
had
couple
energy.
episodes that were coming out, I was just like, it just kind of felt like more of the same. Like,
To be honest,
these
this
episodes
show-
these episodes weren't really doing anything. Like, they were just kind of face value comedy. But then on the other side, they want to try and have this Hulk King plot, whatever setup. So
this
it just
show
kind of fell apart
is
the
like
longer it went on.
a spinoff that nobody watches. Like, this is kind of what it gives me. This is a spinoff that no one should care about at all. But moving away from plot, since we're like dogging on it so bad, let's talk about characters. I like the characters, I guess. They weren't horrible. They weren't 10 out of 10, but they were okay.
I think every cast member had energy. They
Yeah.
tried to make this show the best show that it could be with the writing that they got. Oh my god, those Rick and Morty writers! But I really enjoyed the character She-Hulk. I mean, I don't know where I would see her inside of the MCU going forward, but she seems to be all right. I like Tatiana Maslany. I
Street
don't
level.
have a problem with her. Hmm?
street level stuff, probably. I don't
She
see her in
could
anything
be some
big.
more superhero lawyers, some more lawyers to a superhero or something like that. I think that could be cool.
To be honest, I don't want to see her stupid face in a blockbuster film. I really
Well,
don't.
that's
See, David, you're the problem, bruh. You're the
that's the
problem. You're the
yeah.
type of dude
You're
this
like
show
literally the
talks
only
about,
one.
bruh.
You're
What?
actually no, bro. You're the men that they talk about in the show.
How?
You're the type. You're
Man,
them.
hyped up the show, hyped it all the way till the
Yeah,
final
I did have it
episode,
up. I was
and then once the
impressed.
show's over, this man just tosses it away.
On God.
You deserve nothing,
I
bruh.
can change my opinion. I can do
What
what I
in my
want.
opinion? Shut up.
You're not gonna check
Why?
me on it neither.
Shut up.
I
Oh,
been
alright.
told you it was
Shut up.
only gonna be decent because it
Shut
had
up.
Daredevil in it. But no.
Shut
And
up.
he was consistent though. He was consistent. It was only going to be decent because they had Daredevil in it. I for sure thought that Nikki or Abomination was going to be Hulk King, but I'm not even going to get into all of that. Overall, I found the show it just wasn't funny. The writing kind of sucked. Titania, bro, they made a big deal about Titania, and
Titania was in way
she
too
barely
many
did anything.
episodes. Like her
She was in
build
what?
was in way too many episodes.
All her
Like this whole
tweeting and stuff
Titania
online,
back.
like hyping up She-Hulk when literally she was barely in the show at all,
Facts.
other than like 3
Hey,
episodes
dude,
total.
that's exactly what I'm not gonna like plug my own review, but that's exactly what I had said. I was like, she promoted Titania more than the show did. Like the actress treated Titania better than the show actually did. The Titania just showed up with powers like the Hulk. She's as durable as Hulk's, and she just shows up in a courtroom with no explanation. I guess that's supposed to be funny, but I didn't laugh. I just wanted to know, like, why did she show up in this courtroom? Why now? I don't understand what the whole deal with Titania was. I'm not understanding it. And the Hulk King being the whole villain over the show. I mean, it's like, bro, I would rather Titania be the villain. That's just me, though.
I don't know. It just kind of felt like they were just throwing a bunch of stuff at the wall, seeing what sticks. And then when something stuck, they're like, "All right, let's make this an episode." Which there's
like,
nothing wrong with
Impressed.
in principle, but it's just like I don't like watching an entire series and just being like, "All right, what's next? What's the next Disney Plus show? Disney Plus
And that's
event?"
really how these Marvel shows been, right? Like they don't
What
feel like
came out before
satisfying
She-Hulk?
conclusions. Miss Marvel. I like
Miss Marvel was
I really
alright.
love
Miss Marvel was
Miss
alright.
Marvel
I
was
felt
good.
like that did something. What was
It was
before Miss
very,
Marvel?
very
Moon
good,
Knight
but-
or no? What was in between Moon Knight and Miss Marvel?
It was just Moon Knight.
Moon Knight, I liked. I don't know. It's just like these Disney Plus shows, just like
They
Bro,
end, and I'm like,
they end and I
well,
don't
on to the
care.
next one. You know, the last time that I felt like,
Like,
wow,
even
like
with my
that was a
favorite
good
even
conclusion.
with my favorite 2 Disney Plus shows, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it ended where it started, and Moon Knight's future is just like undecided. And even
I gotta
That's
tell
what
you,
was
and
WandaVision
even
and
after
Loki,
Moon Knight, I
hands
don't
down.
I don't really care about the events that happened in Moon Knight. I care about the characters in Moon Knight. But
I'm gonna
like
tell
the
you,
events in the show, I just don't care about.
the last time I cared about the finale that I thought, wow, that was a really good
Loki?
Was
conclusion.
Loki.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Loki?
No,
For
not
me,
Loki.
it was
Yeah,
Loki. For me, it was
yeah.
Loki.
Loki,
Alright.
no, because Loki, no,
End
because
it,
Loki
bro.
wasn't really a conclusion because we have a season 2 coming. It was like it ended on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, but
that
hey,
was
we're talking
good.
Yeah,
about
that's
I'm
why
talking
it
about
was
an
so
actual
good.
conclusion, like ended the story. Falcon and the Winter Soldier did it.
Yeah.
WandaVision,
Fair.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I will agree 100%. Falcon and the Winter Soldier is
I
good,
guess.
and
I
that
guess you're
finale
right.
was great.
Even though the
Probably
show
the best.
sucks,
It's the
but-
best Disney Plus Marvel finale, in my opinion.
Fair.
I gotta say it. Because Loki, you know, it's not going any. I haven't seen it gone anywhere yet. I know it's going somewhere because we have a season 2 coming. But Falcon and the Winter Soldier had a really great finale to that story. I gotta say, that's probably my favorite finale, honestly.
I disagree.
Last
but,
time.
you know, we
That was
can
the last
agree
time I
to
ever felt like it
disagree.
was a conclusion.
Yeah, I don't know. She-Hulk's ended. We don't have any more Disney Plus shows till like weekly shows till next year. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
Secret Invasion.
Honestly, I think this show is
Holiday
worse
special
than
coming.
Hawkeye, dude.
Okay, Davis.
I enjoyed Hawkeye
Mm-hmm.
more.
All right, man.
That's a good.
Barking at
Because
this point.
Hawkeye, I don't. Bruh, some
was
stuff in
horrible,
Hawkeye,
bro.
some stuff in
Hawkeye was
Hawkeye was actually
horrible.
pretty okay.
We're not gonna
I
go
had
back and think
more
pretend
enjoyment
Hawkeye
of
was good.
Hawkeye.
No.
I never
I'm
said it
not
was
saying
good.
Hawkeye was good. I said some things in Hawkeye was good.
Better than this.
there are a lot of things in Hawkeye that were good, but I would rather watch this more than Hawkeye because it's just background noise to me, man. Like
It's
I could just really
background
turn
noise.
this on in the background, bro, and just chill.
I guess.
Okay.
but,
Okay.
but yeah, but I mean, those are my opinions on She-Hulk. I don't have anything else to say about it. Any closing thoughts, guys?
Daredevil, only good thing.
Such a meat writer,
Daredevil,
bro. She-Hulk was alright. It was alright.
Or
I
Like,
like She-Hulk as a character, but I could have did without the entire show. I like how they did Daredevil. I like how he's funnier and he's a lot more acrobatic. But other than that, I like the thing I can say I liked about She-Hulk was the cast of characters, and it tried something new, which is always a plus.
Yeah, it's just a sitcom. It's just a fun sitcom. But like before we end this, what are you guys' rankings? I'm gonna give mine off the bat 8.5 B, right there in the middle.
Oh my god! Oh my
I'm
god!
gonna give a nice little.
Hurry up, give your ranking.
I'm gonna give a nice little 8.1. It's a nice
8.1. Okay.
Y'all are crazy. It's like a nice little 7.
7. All right, well, 7. All right, well, that is it for the She-Hulk Attorney at Law series review / rant. Please know that everything that we did say in this video is just our very own opinion. We are the regular podcast, and we'll see you all next time.